You're listening to the Culips English podcast. To download the study guide for this episode, which includes the transcript, detailed vocabulary explanations, real-world examples, and a quiz, visit our website, culips.com. Culips.com. Hello, everybody. My name is Andrew.
And I'm Jeremy.
And you're listening to Culips. Hey everyone, you are listening to Real Talk by Culips. This is the series where we teach you the English expressions that you need to know for real world situations. And today I am joined by Jeremy. Jeremy, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm a little bit tired though because I just got back from a trip late last night.
Did you fly home?
Yes, I flew back from Mexico.
Aha. Well, this is very fitting, Jeremy, because in today's episode, we are going to teach all of our listeners about flying and the English that you need to know when you are checking in for a flight at the airport.
Airport English, pretty much.
Exactly. So this is what we'll do today. But before we get started, I just want to let everyone know that the best way to study with this episode is with our study guide. And inside the guide is a transcript and detailed vocabulary explanations of all the key language that you'll hear us use. There's also some real-life examples, a comprehension quiz, and more. It is a really great way to study along with us. So if you would like to download the study guide, just visit our website, culips.com, and you can find out how to do that.
Today, we're going to learn what phrases one might likely come across when checking in for a flight at the airport.
Yeah, so Jeremy, when you travel, do you like to travel light or do you travel with a lot of luggage?
Well, I have a toddler. I have a young child traveling with me.
Yeah.
So I cannot really travel lightly. But my wife and I try to travel light. We usually only have one bag each and a carry-on bag. So a backpack or a diaper bag with lots of toys and snacks for the baby. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, this is kind of something that I pride myself on, is packing light. So I hate carrying around bags when I travel. So if I can get away with just one carry-on, oh, I love it. This is my goal always.
Are you that guy at the airport, that guy who wears a suit and has one tiny bag behind him, like he's going on a day trip?
No, I don't usually wear a suit, but yeah, if I can have just a small carry-on suitcase or a backpack, then this is my goal, is to travel light. And I think it was last year I was in Finland for a couple of days and I was walking around Finland and it was the winter, so there's lots of snow and it was cold, and I saw a bunch of tourists carrying huge rolling suitcases through the snow because they had overpacked, and I had my light backpack with me. That was it. And I felt so happy that I made the decision to pack light. I think it was at that moment I decided I'm going to do this forever. Packing light is the best. But, Jeremy, I went off on a tangent there. Let's get back on topic.
It's on topic. I think that was on topic.
Okay. But let's get back into talking about when you're at the airport. So you arrive at the airport, you need to check in for your flights, and you need to check your bags. And so what we're going to do right now is examine how you can do this in English. And we're going to listen to example conversations in this exact situation. And after we listen to each one, we'll break it down and talk about what we heard. Okay, does that sound good to you?
Sounds good. I'm ready.
All right, let's listen to the first example conversation.
Hello, where are you flying today?
I'm going to Toronto.
May I see your passport, please?
Yes, here you go.
And are you checking any bags today?
Yeah, these two.
All right, please place your bags on the scale one at a time.
We just heard a conversation where a traveler was checking in at the airport. And checking in is when you go to the counter and you talk to the staff member of the airline that you are flying with, and you let them know that you are here and you are ready to board your flight, and they help you with your baggage and all of these kind of things.
And I know that these phrasal verbs in English, as we call them, are very difficult for English learners because we have so many of them and they are only used in very specific situations. So this one, check in, the reason we say in is because after you check, you can go in to the airport. We also say check in at the hospital or at any event or building where you need to talk to the person at the front desk, put your name on a list, and go inside. So we say check in with this one.
Yeah, that's a great tip and easy to remember that you are allowed to enter, you're allowed to go inside of the airplane after you check with the staff, right? After they confirm your identity. So Jeremy, we heard two key expressions in that first conversation example. And the first key expression was when the agent, the staff member at the airline, asked the traveler, "Where are you flying today?"
Hello, where are you flying today? Hello, where are you flying today?
So this is a question that you are 100% going to hear, right? Where are you flying to today?
Yes.
There might be some variations. Where are you going today?
Where are you off to?
Where are you off to? Yeah. But it's essentially the same thing. Where are you going? Okay. And so this traveler is going to Toronto. The agent asked to see his passport. And this is also very standard. And the next question he asks, are you checking any bags today? Are you checking any bags?
And are you checking any bags today? And are you checking any bags today?
So, Jeremy, what does it mean when you check a bag?
When you check a bag, it means that you register it in their system so that they can put it on the airplane and make sure it is connected to your name so that you can receive it on the other side or claim it if it happens to get lost.
So when you check a bag, you are giving your baggage to the airline to carry it for you, right? They will store it for you somewhere in the airplane and give it to you at your destination. You don't have to carry it with you. And a similar expression you might hear is coat check, right? If you go to a theater or a nightclub or a concert hall, any place where you don't want to carry your coat with you because it's inconvenient, then there will be a coat check and you can usually pay a couple of dollars and get somebody to watch your coat for you.
Please watch my coat for me, sir, very, very closely.
I don't know about in California because you guys are lucky and you have hot weather all the time. But in Canada, coat check is very important because people drop a lot of money on coats, and some people, I think, have evil intentions and they maybe purposely take the wrong coat, you know, especially at a nightclub. This can happen when people have a drink or two.
Ooh, that one looks expensive.
Yeah, that's my coat. Yes, it is. So actually, guarding the coats is a very important job.
Oh. Yep, I am ignorant to that. I am from the West Coast where we get no snow unless I go find it on purpose.
Oh, I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
I'm sorry, man. I don't know any different.
Okay, let's listen to a little bit more of this conversation with the agent and the traveler. Here is part 2 of their interaction.
Okay, it looks like your bag is within the weight limit.
Oh, great. Okay. I have a layover in Vancouver. Do I need to pick up my bag there?
No, it will go straight through to Toronto. Here are your boarding passes, one for each flight. Your flight leaves from gate 15A and will begin boarding at 10:20. Have a nice flight, sir.
Thank you. So in this part of the conversation, the traveler mentions that he has a layover in Vancouver. I have a layover in Vancouver. Do I need to pick up my bag there? I have a layover in Vancouver. Do I need to pick up my bag there? So Jeremy, could you explain what a layover is?
Layover, that is an interesting word. It means you have to land in one airport and then fly from there to your final destination.
Exactly. You have a connecting flight. You need to connect somewhere, as opposed to a direct flight where you just go from point A to point B. When you have a layover, you have to go from A to B and then to your final destination, which is C.
Now, sometimes in some airports, if you have a layover, they require you to go get your bag from baggage claim. Baggage claim is the place where you get your bags, where you can claim your bag.
Mm-hmm. Pick up your bag.
Mm-hmm. They make you go get your bag and check it again so that it gets onto the next plane.
Yes.
But most airports that I have been to, recently at least, will do this for you. They will move the bag for you to the next plane.
Yeah, I haven't had to do this for a really long time. I think this usually happens when you have a layover and you're transferring between different airlines. But if you're on the same airline or even the same network, because it seems like all of the airlines are somehow connected, they have these networks, right? Mm-hmm. So usually you don't have to do this, but I have had to do this in the past. I think actually when traveling to the USA, because USA has kind of strict security concerns and they want to check your bag. Yes, I had to do this in Toronto. I was flying from Toronto to the USA, started in Montreal, and my destination was somewhere in the USA. I think New York, and I had a layover in Toronto. And even though I was on the same airline, I had to get my bag and check it again in Toronto with American security. They wanted to check my bag again. So sometimes you have to do this.
That happened with me when I flew from Korea to Canada and had a layover in Canada and then went to the States. I had to do that.
Yes. So I think it's understandable why America has some extra security. They want to do an extra check. So maybe keep this in mind if you're flying to America, that you may have to do this. Jeremy, we heard that the bags will go straight through to Toronto.
No, it will go straight through to Toronto. No, it will go straight through to Toronto.
So the traveler will not have to collect this and check the bags again. And that the plane will begin boarding at 10:20.
Your flight leaves from gate 15A and will begin boarding at 10:20. Your flight leaves from gate 15A and will begin boarding at 10:20.
So begin boarding, this means the time that you can enter the plane.
Yeah, usually people will start lining up at this time. And sometimes some airlines require you to be there, to be in the airport and checked in by that time. Otherwise, you can lose your seat, and they may give your seat to someone else who is waiting on standby.
Right. So I think the key word here is this verb board, right? To board, this means to enter the airplane and to get on to the airplane. And that is why it's called your boarding pass. All right, everyone. Well, that about wraps it up for us. I hope that you learned a lot here today and that you found this episode useful. Our website is culips.com. And once again, if you want to get the transcript, the practice exercises, and the study guide for this episode, just visit our website, which is, culips.com. We're also all over the place on social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, everywhere. So just search for the Culips English podcast and you'll be sure to find us. And yeah, that's it. So we'll be back soon with another brand new episode and we'll talk to you then. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.